Okay, key games this weekend. I think the biggest one, the one to really talk about, keeping it a buck, is really this Titans and Patriots game. This one has the biggest implications to me. Like, I see the Rams and Packers. That's probably second tier to me on the implications for this year, and then the Bucks and Colts. But I think this Titans Patriots game is going to be huge. What do you guys see as far as the outcome on this game? Now, you can't be a homer, Luis. You got to kind of give me your
the Pats
your
fan
best
needs
football,
to take this first.
Football look. Give me your objective look on this
Listen,
game.
I would love to, but I'm being realistic here. This has the makings of every single Patriots win of the season. And I wrote them down here. We have 6 of our 7 wins have been against teams that have been very limited offensively. We beat up on the Jets twice, bad offense. Houston, rookie quarterback, not a great offense. Carolina had Christian McCaffrey just come back healthy that week, and Robbie Anderson hasn't quite been the same wide receiver that we've seen over the last few years. Also, Sam Darnold was the quarterback of that team. So, not great. We beat up on Cleveland with a banged-up Baker Mayfield and no running game. No Hunt, no Chubb. Limited offense. Then we 25-0'd Atlanta with no Cordell Patterson and no Calvin Ridley. You don't have playmakers, and you don't have guys that can really put our defense on edge. We're just going to walk all over you. No Julio, no A.J. Brown, no Derrick Henry. This has the makings to me of just an every other basic game that the Patriots have won all season long. If I'm being honest. Because Julio's on IR, Henry's out, and then I believe A.J. Brown just got ruled out like 2 days ago.
Yeah, he just got ruled out just now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good point.
Every team that we beat up on is very limited on offense, doesn't have a great offensive game. I can't help it but to assume that we're just going to walk in and just handle our business. But then again, this could be a fucking trap game for all I know. Like, oh man, the Titans don't got nothing. We got this. We're gonna walk in and just beat the brakes off them. And it's like, no, they got a good coach and they got a defense that can play. You know what I mean? So it could be a trap game in all honesty. But to me, we beat up on teams with no sort of offense all season long.
You made a good point there. This could be a trap. At the same time, which is shocking. Vrabel is 2-0 against Belichick, and typically Belichick beats up on his former assistants. He's the one he's going for number 3 if he wins this game. This is a rarity that we've seen with coaches like Nick Saban got his first loss to an assistant when Jimbo Fisher beat him. Texas A&M beat Alabama, but outside of that, Saban's like 13-0. He beat the dog out of all of his former assistants. Same thing with Belichick. Most Belichick disciples come out and they take L's from him as soon as he goes against them. But Vrabel's the one exception to that rule. But like you mentioned, Luis, this is I think it's the interesting part. The Patriots beat up on inept offenses. The only thing that the Titans have is Tannehill. And the one thing, what does Belichick do? Every team that they play against, he takes away your number one option. And in this game, their number one option, quarterback. They're gonna take him out, finish him out. Done skis. It's a wrap. Ross, so what you feeling about this game?
It's in Foxborough, which with Brady or no Brady, it's still one of the hardest places to play in the league. That's been safe to say for a decade now. Mac Jones is the best quarterback of his draft class. Justin Fields could be up there if he actually had the real head coach that didn't want him to die every single game. I feel like Matt Nagy, like Justin Fields has to have like some sort of dirt on Nagy or something like that because he's letting him, letting him die. He's not even letting him run outside the pocket when he's in the game. He's just stand there behind a Swiss cheese offensive line and get hit. And that's why he's the most sacked quarterback in the league, and that's why he missed this week with ribs and a spleen or something like that. Something bad that put him in the hospital.
Beard, mustache, bull, anyway.
Everything bad. The Patriots are the best team in the league when it comes to points per game. I think they're giving them 16.1. The Titans are giving around, they're a little bit lower in the bottom half of the league, giving around 23. Patriots are putting up 27 points per game. This is a good offense backed by a great defense. And I said it last week. They're at the top of my power rankings. I'm going to say it again, especially given what we've seen from the AFC. I feel like it's really not that hot of a take with how wishy-washy everything's been. But the Patriots are the best team in the AFC right now. They're a top 3 team in the league right now. And I never really thought I'd say that, especially because I thought we finally getting a break. I thought we were getting a break. No Brady. The Patriots going to be Nope. Right back to it. Like, things never change because you got Bill Belichick. As long as you got Bill Belichick, you're probably going to be winning football games. And hell, they had Cam Newton, a guy that had more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns, is a quarterback and by a large margin. Yeah. And hell, they were still close to making the playoffs. The Patriots are really well put together team. They are the most put together team in the league. And the Titans just have no weapons, man. They have no weapons to go against this defense. And if the Titans do somehow pull it out
this year,
then they absolutely deserve a lot of credit for this win. But it's the AFC, so I mean they're probably going to win this game. But I will say that the Patriots are just by far the better team, at least at this point of the season.
Okay, I'm there with you. I think that they're on the upward trajectory. They're my boom team, and the Titans, they have now at this point with all these injuries, like you mentioned, Luis, and they are falling apart, and there's a good chance that they take a massive L. So, okay.